Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Netherwar Overlord. Sorry, I need a second. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will continue to be your troublesome game master for this series. Tonight we will be playing Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, which is produced by Green Ronin Publishing. It's a D20 system that focuses on exciting superhero action. With a character creation system that offers unlimited customization options when creating your superhero, one thing I also really enjoy is the use of hero points, which encourage players to really push their characters. These points can be used for rerolls, player scene editing, even modifying or improving their powers in a pinch. And they're earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically, good role-playing, jokes I think are funny, suffering setbacks from the game master, and from you, the audience. If you like, subscribe, or donate bits, you are given a free hero point to give to the hero of your choice. Just go ahead and enter into chat whoever you want to hand it to, and I'll take care of everything behind the scenes. We've gathered some astonishing heroes tonight. Say hi, heroes.
Hi, heroes.
I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, where else we could find them, and to answer my question of the day, which is, if someone narrated your life, who would you want to be the narrator? Starting with Kevin.
Well, I'm Kevin. I'm here on Mondays for Mutants Masterminds Monday, and playing lots of games in person now that it's summertime. I am playing Bolt because Alex is evil as a GM. And so when I said I didn't want to be typecast as every speedster ever, he is now making me play every speedster ever. Who do I want to narrate my life? That's a good question. I mean, I feel like if I didn't have a choice, it would probably be Morgan Freeman. But I feel like I want Danny Trejo to narrate my life. Over to you, Jonesy. That's all I got.
Hi, everybody. I am Jonesy. I am here on Monday nights playing Mutants and Masterminds. I am also running our Blue Rose 5e game, Tales of the Finest. And tonight I'm playing Mortis, our living dead guy. He's literally got an artifact shoved in his chest, which basically grants him the ability to transverse the lands of the living and lands of the dead. Who would I want to narrate my life? I would say, because Alex didn't specify they have to still be alive, Vincent Price.
Oh, nice. These kids won't get that reference.
I, for one, love that idea very, very much. And I'm upset I didn't think about it.
Okay, hi, I'm Kat. I'm playing Centuria today. She was, happy to get her Overdrive back just to have Alex snatch him away again, and hopefully we're gonna find him. As for my answer to the question, I was called out on this before stream by Andy, but my first choice is Paul McNeil, and my second choice is John Mulaney. So one of them would just be really nice to listen to, and the other one would be funny. So I'm gonna pass it to Andy.
I love the fact that you're leaving that up for debate as to who's who.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
Paul is hilarious, just so everybody knows. He played Dr. Psycho.
I feel like he wouldn't want to hurt my feelings, so he'd be like really nice about everything happening.
Would he though?
I don't know. I've only met him once.
So hi, I'm Andy. I am playing Resonant, our resident gem mage, continuing her escapades with this group, her extended family. You can find me here on Mondays. You can find me over on our YouTube channel with our Storyforge series, where I go into character creation for different systems that I don't feel like they get a lot of publication or outside. I can't even think of the words. It's been a long day. So who would I want to narrate my life? And I'm not entirely certain this group knows who this is, but I would pick Christopher Sabat. aka the voice of Vegeta.
Oh.
The man has range.
I feel like there'd be a lot of yelling in your narration, though.
Oh no, it doesn't, because it's not him being Vegeta when he's doing that. It's just it's the reference I'm using to make people know who he is.
I feel like certain scenes, though, of your life, he would do Vegeta.
Oh God, yes, there would be certain scenes. So I'll pass that over to Calvin.
All right. Well, hey, I'm Calvin. Tonight I'll be playing Bowman, the cool archer guy with a bunch of trick arrows, who just got a couple of them shoved in his chest last week. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But as for me personally, as well as being here every Monday, you can also find me on the Win with Dice channel over on YouTube, where we do weekly GM podcasts and occasional streams of Lancer. So if you're interested in that game, go ahead and check it out over there. As for the question of the day, though, so I feel like there was one pretty obvious answer for me. But I didn't want to go with the obvious answer of, I guess, Vin Diesel would be it. But the one that actually came to mind first is whoever does the "Meanwhile at the Hall of Justice" voice of the Super Friends. And I'm pretty sure it's Ted Knight, but also Bill Woodson was on there. I was looking at the Super Friends Wikipedia because I was like, what's the name of this person? And I'm not sure who it is, but I think it's Ted Knight who did the voice originally. Also, someone that came to mind was Don LaFontaine. For anyone who remembers all those trailers in the, I guess, 80s and 90s that started with "In a World," where one guy does all the trailer voices. Definitely that guy. But if I had to pick someone who was alive, because I guess I picked a bunch of people, it would probably be Keith David.
Yes.
Yes.
Those are all good choices.
So yeah, those are all of my answers.
Just
I
gonna
was
do.
ready for Vin Diesel, bro. I was ready for you to say it.
It's too obvious.
I am Calvin.
I mean, it could work still, but I gotta mix it up sometimes.
And my answer is Daniel Craig, but only using the voice from Knives Out.
No.
Or Foghorn Leghorn. I guess both of them are acceptable. It's the same voice.
No.
Not his voice from Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh my god. Or Harrison Ford, but only talking about how much he hates Han Solo. God, here goes this idiot again doing the stupid shit he does every day. George, you can't make people say all this crazy shit. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Last time on...
You didn't just found out that Richard Donner passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did find that out today.
Moment of silence for the director of Superman. Paul.
Alright, let's go be superheroes now.
We got this.
Calvin.
I'm jumpy.
Okay. Last week on Netherwar.
Last week on Netherwar, our heroes started off the session separated with, some of them are separated, some of them are pretty interconnected. Mortis was on his way over to investigate the bushes outside of Overdrive's house alongside his man Nick. Resonant was looking at the glass shards the mirror shards with Sala. Centuria and Overdrive were together and indisposed, and Bowman decided he wanted to do the vigilante superhero thing, where he saw the security footage of an Overdrive running around causing havoc in the streets, and went to investigate on his own. Which led to a very unfortunate and unexpected beatdown, is probably the polite way of saying what happened. Turns out there were two evil Overdrives there, Godspeed and Strikeout, who ambushed poor Bowman and shot him full of his own arrows before leaving him at Freedom Hall and declaring, "Next time send a real superhero." So, ouch. The group all received notification that Bowman was injured, and they ran to check on him. Prior to that, Mortis found out that there was a weird Stepford Overdrive situation going on at Tracy's house, along with a tiny baby Katie, who seems to be a child Centuria, who claims that she has a mom also like Centuria, so that's a little strange. What did Resonant get up to? I don't remember what Resonant got up to.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, I think Resonant went and came back, and then went back to Freedom Hall.
Yep, that was pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot of time. There was a lot of talk with Sala about the mirrors, but that was about it.
And a pep talk, I think. Or was that the week before?
That was the week before, I think.
And Centuria was able to politely decline Ray's conversation with her.
Is that what we're calling it?
Let's just stay what we are. I think I think that's what she said.
I'm so sorry for everyone that had to watch that.
Everybody went down. They figured out there were some evil overdrives around. There was some dramatic conversations that took place as Bowman was suspicious of both Centuria and the overdrive who was with them. There was some additional conversation about what's been going on. Centuria went to go get everybody's loved ones, and she found out that they had been taken by somebody. There was some monitoring going on with Daedalus and Mortis, where they found a few temporal zones across the country, between 30 and 50 of them, all over the world, of strange speed effects, speed things going on, including one at Lantern Hill. There were 3 in Freedom City, one at Lantern Hill, one at Tracy's house, and one in Freedom Hall. You guys found out that Johnny Rocket has lost his speed, Bolt has a body again, and then you ran off to rescue Sam from Godspeed and Strikeout, which was a strikeout. That was not a very good fight for you all. Centuria was knocked unconscious, and the decision was to retreat, which led to Overdrive catching everybody in a speed wake and running off before he himself was nabbed by Godspeed and taken off to God knows where. And that's where we pick up this week's adventure, with our heroes scattering into the street like so many dropped teddy bears.
Mostly Bowman and Centuria because, well, Bowman can't fly and Centuria's unconscious.
Ouch.
Yeah, ow. So Resonant's kind of try to arrest her forward momentum with her own flight, and kind of come to rest on the ground next to Bowman as he kind of tumbles across. You okay?
Yeah, I'll live. Check on Centuria. She's still out.
Oh, let me check. Get in touch with Mortis. See what happened. See if he's okay.
Yep, I'll hop on the comms.
And I'll run over to Centuria and check on her.
The asphalt seems to have gotten it worse than she did, because she's invulnerable.
Yeah. I wasn't too worried about her. I'm too worried about going over to her first.
Somewhere there's a union rep who's jumping up and down, ready to fix the streets of Freedom City again.
Do I need to make a medicine check or a heal check to wake her up?
You don't have to roll for it. You can just wake her up.
Yep. Kate, wake up.
I'll wake up. What happened?
We got our butts handed to us.
Is Dave okay?
No, they made off with him as we were trying to escape.
They took Dave?
Yeah. Did they say anything to you during the fight?
I don't think so.
Bowman's checking on Mortis, see if he's okay.
We have to go get him.
We just got our butts handed to us. We're in no shape to go after Dave right now.
We can't just leave him.
We're not going to, but we need a better plan. We came in here half-cocked, and look what happened.
Then we go and get the other members of the Freedom League, and we go after Dave.
We don't know where they went. Kate, I know you're worried about him. I am too. We can't jump into this blind again.
We can't keep losing Overdrive.
I know. The only way we're gonna get him back and get the other one back is if I figure out what's going on with those mirror shards. So we might have to go at this two-prong. I can head back to the Nexus and work with Sala. You go back to Freedom Hall with the others and see if Daedalus and you guys can figure out where they took him. Maybe I can do something. There was a lot of Una's magic radiating through both of those speedsters. If I can counteract that somehow, maybe I can give us an advantage. Because honestly, I feel like Dave is not that aggressive when he fights, because dear Lord, they did not hold back whatsoever.
Do what you need to do, but we need to get him back as soon as possible. I'll go talk to Daedalus.
Take the others with you.
She goes over and she literally just like picks up Bowman.
Oh no, Bowman's up and he's awake.
No, I know, she just picks him up.
Oh god, great. Well, just before that, just gonna check in with Mortis. So Mortis was rescuing Sam, and then did you rejoin us when we got speedwoked, or?
No,
Sped off right before that.
I
Cool.
dove out of this dimension.
Okay. Just okay.
The
just making
comms
sure.
work in hell.
Yeah, so while that conversation with Resident Centuria is going on, Bowman will hop on the comms and try to reach Mortis.
Sam is having a bad time.
Mortis, you there? Are we? Did you get? I was trying to figure out like what he would say. I don't think he would be that casual.
He said, Mortis, you there?
What's up, pal?
What's up?
No, I guess he would be like, Did you get Sam out? I gotta reacclimate.
Got to get the right gravelly tone in.
Yeah.
Mortis answers like yellow.
What's up?
New dimension. Who dis?
Hello.
So last we saw Mortis, he dove into the crossroads. I'm assuming, unless Alex tells me otherwise, I was quickly able to hop into the crossroads and hop back out of the crossroads with no shenanigans.
Yes, that is correct.
And
Just
so,
Sam like violently pounding on your chest because she's terrified.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. So, yeah, so I popped back in on Freedom Hall. So, when you called me over, Calvin, you can probably hear Sam in the background, kind of freaking out a little bit.
What the hell was that?
Where's everyone at? I thought you guys would have started heading this way. I'm at Freedom Hall.
Our getaway got interrupted. That speedster in the white and gold, she came along and grabbed Overdrive.
And then what?
And then we hit the pavement. We're on our way back to the hall now. We need to regroup, think of a new plan.
You mean they got Dave?
They did. I don't know where they went.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah. I'll see if I can round up someone else. We need to find them. But we need to plan.
Yeah, we're gonna need a few extra hands on this one. We'll be down there in a moment.
At this moment, Centuria will scoop Bowman up and fly off. Because it's just the three of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
You need that flying cape.
Why? You have me.
Yeah.
Bowman's just in her arms, just like arms crossed, like don't tell anybody about this.
Oh man.
Like toss me, but don't tell the.
Yeah, where's all the intrepid reporters that are always out and about? Where are they at?
Kidnapped.
Oh,
Dave napped.
So Resident will kind of watch him fly off. Shit. And she'll turn to the Alternative Atlas and port back to the Nerian Nexus.
Beautiful.
So now that you've effectively split the party, Alex, what would you like to do?
Sure did. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. Okay, I was trying to figure out who was who in this group of heroes. Okay, perfect. We'll start with the Freedom Hall group. So
I'm putting Bowman down and flying right to Daedalus, so I don't know if you want to follow me or them.
is Bowman not going to Daedalus?
I don't know what Bowman's doing. He has a choice.
I mean,
Unless you want me to fly him all the way to Daedalus.
no, I'm not gonna go up to Daedalus being carried. That's embarrassing. No, if he does have a moment, though, he will once again try to contact Jason, just to make sure the quiver is still on lockdown.
Awesome. So you call and try to get a hold of Jason, and there's no response.
I don't know if I have any way to connect to the quiver's security system on me. I didn't specifically build a device that did that, so I don't know if I am able to do that.
Do you have a Gauntlet computer?
You would think so, but I, again, didn't specifically build a Gauntlet computer device thing.
I wasn't sure if I built something like that in the initial build. That sounds like me, but...
Yeah, the base has a computer and a security system. I'm just not seeing any equipment here that would be a computer.
Alright, then I guess you don't have a way to remotely access the cameras.
Oh, shoot.
You could for a hero point.
Then yes, I will.
Awesome.
Let me just pop that bad boy out here. And yeah, I'll just probably link up to it using the bow phone, which I technically don't have, but we established as a thing. So.
Yes, perfect. So you pull out the bow phone, which is just an arrow with a phone on the end of it. And,
Opens up Blur app.
and
So
you pull up the
so-
security footage of the quiver, and you see that the place is smashed. Looks like a hurricane came through here. And they took the pole for your salmon ladder.
Oh,
Is that-
and also Jason, I assume.
Oh no.
Yes.
The pull for the the pull for the salmon ladder. Nah, and Jason too. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign
Jason
at all.
too. Secondary concern.
No. Jason and the salmon ladder pole are missing.
Oh.
Kevin's face says it all.
What is a pole if not a really long crowbar?
Exactly.
Oh no!
Oh, snap.
Oh man, I hope that's
Literally.
not what they're doing.
But you back up the camera footage, the timestamp, a little bit, and in a fraction of a second, it goes from completely okay with Jason eating another one of your Hot Pockets at the computer to everything smashed.
Definitely a teenager, always hungry.
One frame to one frame.
There's no way I can slow it down enough to figure out which speedster it was. I don't think it really matters, but as a matter of curiosity.
You start slowing it down to frame by frame by frame, and you get down to like 1 microsecond, and you're able to figure out that it is Godspeed.
Okay, I guess that was before then. Cool.
You scroll through the cameras. There's a sticky note on the one. Get a real superhero.
How did they know about my spot?
They've probably fought you in the past.
Yeah, some alternate version of me.
Or they checked every spot in the city.
Oh God, wouldn't take him that long.
Shoot, I mean, yeah, he is just kind of, I guess, frozen wherever Centuria dropped him off.
Beautiful. So Centurion and Mortis, you both join Daedalus in the monitoring hub, where you see Daedalus is standing by, looking at a couple of computers. He also seems to be conversing with Max and Tess Adam from the Adam family. Johnny Rocket's still nearby, and Bolt is sitting at a table, just sort of leaned back. I guess it's up to Kevin, because Kevin is Bolt.
I'll probably sort of, I don't know, go from casual to uptight as Centuria enters the room. Just kind of be looking at her sort of out of the side of his eye, sort of looking distinctly uncomfortable.
I feel bad for Kevin always having to play my love interest. So sorry, Kev.
Somewhere there's a Cody that's got the Speed Force. I'm just saying.
Oh,
No.
Cody.
What kind of overdrive would he be?
Horrible.
Yo, what's up?
Overbait.
You know why they call it speed dating, right?
I'm in and out before you even notice.
Oh no. There goes our PG-13 rating. Thanks,
Wow.
Alex.
Again.
Wow.
Shit.
I'm just gonna
that.
I'm gonna
I'm
add
gonna
one
say-
to the counter.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think we all need a hero point for that.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah, I
painful.
agree.
Yeah.
We
That was-
suffered.
The council has spoken.
The council has spoken. Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've been Anakin. This isn't good.
Alright, anyway. Centuria will burst in and say, Daedalus, they took Dave.
Who took Dave?
The stupid other overdrives.
How many?
Bad ones. 2. At least there were only 2 of them there.
Hmm.
But Dave is gone. We need to get Dave back.
I wonder if that's the spike in energy we saw. And he kind of cycles through the monitor a little bit, and you see pretty much in the spot on Freedom City where this happened. There's this massive like golden shockwave that rushes out over the city, whatever spectrum he's monitoring on. It almost makes a ripple in reality. You can see buildings and things sort of bending and moving as whatever's happening is moving away from Freedom City.
What is that?
We were trying to figure that out. I brought in Max and Tess here to maybe check a couple of different frequencies and get some experts in interdimensional adventuring.
I can reach out to Gatekeeper if you think that would help.
It might. Especially if this is magic in nature.
If given a golden effect, I would think maybe.
Yeah.
Well, who can you spare to help us go rescue Overdrive?
I think the 4 of us... Well, I'd send Johnny with you, but Johnny doesn't have any powers. I think probably Bolt would be the best one to travel with you for now.
Centuria just shoots a glance over at Bolt and is like, oh god.
Question, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we know about the civilian identities of the other Freedom League members?
I think it varies from person to person.
Okay.
Centuria and Bowman would probably know a lot. Mortis maybe not so much, but I think it would depend on which. I think it would depend on which character. Like I'm sure Mortis would know at least a little bit about Johnny Rocket's situation. Life situation.
Yep.
Everybody knows about Daedalus's thing because Daedalus is just Daedalus.
Mm-hmm.
He's got sun issues, but that was 5,000 years ago.
Literal sun issues.
I hate that. So
I know.
S-O-N or S-U-N?
Both.
Yes.
Yes. Aw.
I don't like it when you make jokes about my dead kid, Kate.
Me? Speaking of dead kid, where's the kid?
She's alive. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but where is she?
She was down playing Uno with a couple of the Cynthias.
Alright, it's probably best that she stays there. Resident is off doing something with mirror shards that she thinks will help.
Oh, maybe, and he kind of looks over at Tess. He says, Tess, maybe you should head over to... Is she at the Nexus?
Yeah.
Maybe you should head over to the Nexus and see if you can help Resident with what she's working on. In case there's a scientific bent to what's going on. I know it's magical, but technology might be able to help.
Alright.
And Tess will sort of like casually bow her head and say, yeah, I guess whatever. I hate this magic stuff.
Johnny, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Kind of pull him aside. Overdrive isn't the only one missing. They've gone after a lot of our loved ones as well. They were after they've got Nick as well, and I'm just gonna say if you haven't heard from your husband yet, you might want to get him someplace safe, along with any of the other civilian loved ones of the league.
Yeah. Are you okay? And he'll sort of put a hand on your shoulder.
I'm just worried about the others. I mean, Nick wasn't the only one they were going after. I managed to get Sam out, but she's a little shaken by the experience. One, of having some bloodthirsty speedsters banging on her door, and two, I had to pull her to the underworld to get her out, and well, yeah, she wasn't ready for that, so.
You know, I was gonna say sometimes when I rescue people they throw up, but that's way worse.
Yeah, I got used to it after a while, but Dave used to do that to me too whenever he'd pull me out of a bad situation, and yeah. I always try to make sure I had some Tums or something on hand.
Yeah, earplugs help too. But yeah, I'll call. I'll see who else I need to bring in. Was it just speedsters that they took people from, or?
Well, I mean, they were after. Seemed like they were after Sam, who is a friend and coworker of Residence. They went after Nick, who's my husband and not a speedster, and I'm not a speedster. So I think they were just trying to neutralize us by keeping our loved ones out of play.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get a couple other people on the phone. I'll see if I can get people's loved ones safe. This not having speed thing kind of sucks.
Maybe we can steal some speed off the evil Overdrive and power you back up in short term. But we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we will. Keep your head up too. Nick will be okay. We'll get through this. This isn't even the weirdest thing that's happened to us all Netherwar. And he'll walk away to go make some phone calls. And dispatch some Cynthias.
Just imagine the Cynthias that are playing against Kate are losing and they're not understanding why.
This tiny child doesn't even know how to play Uno.
Draw 4.
Little Katie's cheating. She's pocketing reverse cards. Perfect. All right, over to Resonant. Resonant.
Don't want to have anything with Bolt. Does he have anything to say while they're still there?
Oh, does Bolt have anything to say?
I guess while people are sort of hobnobbing before we set off, it will suddenly occur to him if his discorporation has been undone, that maybe his father has gotten his powers back. So he will call Ray Gardner Sr. to see if Captain Thunder flies again.
Ray will pick up. We'll say, hey kiddo, how's it going?
It's going strange, actually. If you notice, I don't have that weird reverb because I'm not wearing a containment suit. I have a physical body again, and my speed powers are back. So I was calling to see if maybe you got any temporal Christmas presents.
Yeah. He says, you have a body again?
Yeah. Yes.
What happened?
I'm not really sure. There's something crazy going on. There's a bunch of this speedster guy named Overdrive running around, and there's magic. I've never been so up and up on the magic. I was sort of back in the next gen days. That was Seven's thing. But so something crazy is going on. Like the Freedom League is on like full alert. So like if you got your powers back, the league could probably use your help.
I don't feel like I have my powers back. Nothing strange has happened here.
Huh.
Overdrive. He's that cocky kid from the West Coast, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Real jerk, that guy.
Oh my god.
I mean, not that I have anything personal against him, Dad. It's it's just what I hear around the hall.
No, believe me, I get it. It's always frustrating when somebody else shows up with your powers, right?
Yeah. Oh, like he's gone and I have those powers again. So I just.
Are you feeling okay, or are you?
I mean, I guess. There's been lots of other changes too. I don't want to really get into it right now, but we got the mission and stuff. But stuff's happening.
Well, yeah, buddy. If you need to come over and talk about it, we can talk about it. I still don't feel any superpowers or anything.
Okay.
And, you hear him
maybe
like straining a little bit.
Okay.
No lightning bolts coming out of my hands.
Okay. Well, sorry to hear that.
So what about that Kate girl? Now that you're now that you have a body again.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the other problems that's going on. I don't want to get into it right now, but yeah.
Hey, just be yourself, buddy.
Okay, Dad. All right. Yeah.
And stay safe on the mission.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, you and Mom take care. I'll be over to see you after the mission is done. And
yeah.
sort of check in with you.
We'll make lasagna. We'll make your favorite.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Pop.
It's gonna be so sad when you lose your body in time for dinner.
Oh my god, I have never felt so
Alex!
bad.
Man. I blame Alex for the 3rd edition darkness that's going on below.
Oh my god.
I'm not directly responsible for all the bad things that happened in 3rd edition, but
He's taking advantage of them, is what he's doing.
Yes, he is. He is.
Oh
I'm a
my
GM.
God,
I just
feel
use the tools they
awful.
hand me.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love the setting, but man, 3rd edition is like the twilight of 2nd edition. Oh, those shiny, happy young heroes. Crunch. Broken.
Mm.
And here's Alex to finish them off.
That was
That's
so
sweet.
sad. Oh my god.
All
I'm
right.
feeling worse by the minute.
Now that Daedalus has assigned Bolt to this team, we'll go back over to Resonant. Resonant, you arrive back at the Nerean Nexus, and Sala has, as you come in, you see in the front room, a lot of the furniture has been pushed away to the sides. It's less of a foyer now and more of like a study hall. There's a big round table in the middle that's got a bunch of papers and maps and arcane sigils and runes emblazoned throughout. Soons and Rigils.
Stupid.
And you see that he is hard at work poring over a number of tomes about chronozoids.
Well, looks like the library was helpful.
Yeah, it's got a lot of information. It sort of picked up right where Adrian left off all those years ago.
Any headway?
Well, I'm still picking through trying to figure out how we identify these things and nab them.
Well, we've got another problem.
What's going on?
The speedsters stole Overdrive.
They stole Overdrive?
They were handing us our butts, and we tried to get away, and in the process they nabbed him out of his own speed force.
Oh my.
There's a ton of Una's magic running through both of them, though. If we can figure out some way to negate some of that, maybe we can bring them down a peg or two, because they knocked out Centuria way too quick.
Like Centurion's daughter, Centuria.
Yeah. I've never seen her take... I've seen her take plenty of hits. I've seen her take hits from Tarvon and not even, flinch. This Overdrive took a baseball bat upside her head, and that was the end of it.
Wonder what's in that baseball bat.
I don't know. But I sent the others back to Freedom Hall. I could have used Mortis's help, but he was taking Sam somewhere. But I don't know. We've got to figure something out. There's got to be something we can do.
Yeah. I'll keep working on this chronozoid thing to see if we can get any more information about the shards and get see what we can figure out.
Sure. Do you want to point me at a book or two? Something I can help with?
Yes, please. And he kind of raises his hand, and a couple of big books come over to you. They sit down in front of you, and there's a couple of tomes about looking glasses and magical mirrors and various artifacts that have to deal with vision and with possibility.
Okay. Well, I will start going through those books as quickly as I possibly can.
Excellent. While you're doing that, there is a ring at the Nerean Nexus's doorbell.
Are you expecting somebody?
No, I am not.
All right. The Nexus responds to me, right?
Yes, it does.
Can it show me who's at the front door?
It can. What does that take the form of?
Kind of like just a portal that just kind of appears and just kind of like watching a CCTV mirror or a monitor.
Well, what appears in your CCTV monitor? Oh my god, I can't speak English today. Um, you see a woman with long brown hair and a red jumpsuit that has an atom symbol on the chest. And she rings the bell again. She says, Sala, it's Tess. I'm here to help if I can.
Look at Sala. Is that one of the Atom family?
And he'll put up his little spectacles and come over and look. He says, "Oh yes, that's Tess Adam. Wonder what she's doing here."
I'll open the door remotely because the Nexus responds to me.
Sure enough, it does pop open. And she'll come into the foyer. She kind of looks around, sees what's going on. She says, "Oh, I didn't know you had company, Sala. You must be resident."
Hi. Sorry, it's under these circumstances.
Oh, no worries at all.
Nice to meet you.
You too. I hear that the Freedom League Dark's been doing a lot of exciting stuff around town. And in the Terminus and in the Underworld.
Oh, it's been a crazy couple of months. Really, really crazy couple of months. Are you well versed in multidimensional probability?
Well, the Atom family, we kind of get around. I don't know if I would say I was an expert before last night, but I was given some study material, and I've got a pretty decent handle on some of it at least.
Okay.
There's we deal with this thing called the Infinite Fractal Gateway, which is a portal into other dimensions and timelines. So, my family, we sort of deal with all that.
Okay. Did Daedalus fill you in on what happened? Is that why you're here?
Yes, he asked if I could come in and help.
Okay.
I think he mostly just wanted me to bring Dr. Adam over to throw in his wisdom. And she'll reach into her gauntlet and she'll take off a little, like a hollow disc thing that she puts down, and this 1930s adventurer appears holographically.
Hi?
Hello, you are, you're the LaFondi girl, aren't you?
Wait, you know LaFondi?
I've been around. Haven't been there in many years, but I haven't really been anywhere in many years. Alexander Adam, at your service. And he sort of tips his little fedora.
Call me Resonant.
Resonant. You're a gem mage, aren't you?
No, most of us from LaFondi are.
There's something different about you.
So everyone keeps telling me.
Yeah, is it common for them to have 4 or 5 of those gems in their gauntlets?
No, that it's usually the mark of a very powerful mage, someone that usually gets looked up to until somebody in the family decides to overthrow that person. And I'm not talking about myself. Sorry, I got bad news from home last time I ran into somebody from home. Hell, I didn't even know the barrier was thin enough to get through.
Well, my grandkids would call what you just did a humble brag.
What?
Oh, only very powerful mages can do more than a couple of gems at a time. That's what you said, right?
Oh, I didn't even think about it that way. That's how I was taught about it.
Oh, not to worry about it. So, what are we dealing with here?
We are dealing with these, and she'll kind of motion at the table with the mirror shards. A lot of us, well, Mortis, Overdrive, myself, and Century were all given one of these shards by a chrononaut?
Chronozoid.
Chronozoid. Sorry. Brain. by a chronozoid after we helped them escape the pocket reality in between realities here in the Nexus. Overdrive, the speedster, well, our speedster, he used it after I told him that the source of his speed was being infected by Una's magic, so by nether magic. After he did that, he changed, because that's what these mirror shards apparently do. And we got back to Freedom City, and now there's a whole bunch of other speedsters running around causing havoc. 2 of them pretty much soundly kicked our butts and made off with Overdrive. There's something about probability with all of these mirror shards, like, because that's what the chronozoids like to view. I think Daedalus said something about Speedster vibrating at the right frequency, causing a ripple effect, causing all sorts of cascading realities to blend into one or something. I don't know. I think I'm making an assumption there.
So, the Chronozoid handed you a mirror shard, and your speedster wanted to use it to break the connection between him and Una.
That was what he was attempting, yeah.
Do you know what kind of Chronozoid handed you this?
His name was Glimpse. He seemed friendly. He was grateful for us getting him out of a place where he couldn't, as Sala said, that they don't like to stay in one place very long, and it sounded like he'd been trapped there.
No, they do not like to stay in one place for very long. Well, I guess the question is, what kind of Chronozoid was he? They come in many different flavors. And if you're looking to capture one of these beings, which I imagine you are, you have to figure out what kind you're looking for.
Sala, did Adrian have any notes about Glimpse?
Not Glimpse in particular, but he did have a notes about these things. And Sala's sort of going through everything.
Wait, why am I asking? I keep forgetting. I have eidetic memory.
Yes, you do. You know that there are a few different types of Chronozoids. There are...
well, I don't know that. All I know is I can give him a perfectly accurate representation of what Glimpse looked like to me.
Oh, yes, that too. So you say that to Alex.
Yeah.
Dr. Adam. I didn't name him Alex, that's his name in the book. He says, well, that sounds like a time elemental, is what he sounds like. They, chrono energy given life and form. They may be natural denizens of the time stream or unique creations of spellcasters. They aren't firmly planted in any timeline, and they could shift their position in time and space with a thought. They can even step outside of time if they want to disrupt normal matter with their touch, reverting it to simpler forms or aging it rapidly into dust. Nobody knows what their goals are, and the Timekeepers actually forbid the capture and study of these things.
Oh, look at Sala. Oh. Okay.
Sala looks at you like, I don't even know what a Timekeeper is.
Alright, so him being trapped in the Nexus for however long he'd been here was a bad thing, definitely, then.
Yeah, nobody knows what they're all about, but he, if there was a reason Adrian wanted to take it, I'm sure it was important. Tess, can you safely pick up one of those mirror shards and bring it over here?
She can touch it, she just shouldn't look into it and think about making any changes to herself. That's why we kind of kept them covered. Well, Tess, yeah, don't. Please. Just...
Tess will close her eyes and lift her hands, and this sort of red energy emerges from her hands that reaches out and grabs the shard and brings it over in front of the little holographic projection. Oh yes, this is very chaotic. Very, very potent magic is involved in this. I don't think that glimpse creature completely understood what he was handing you when he handed it to you. This is a shard of pure probability, basically, or possibility.
Anything and any when type of thing.
Yeah, it could be used to transport anyone across the multiverse and replace them with a version of themselves.
That's what happened with Centuria.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened with Dave when he tried it to undo it, because it wasn't meant to do that.
No, it was not meant to do that.
Well, this will be critical after the fact.
I'm afraid that what happened when he messed with that possibility shard is that it brought a bunch of him here from across the multiverse.
Yep, both good, evil, and indifferent, I suppose.
You know, in my experience, it's very rarely that an indifferent version of somebody shows up.
Well, I guess if they were indifferent, they wouldn't be much of a hero or villain, would they?
Nope, there's the cosmic irony of bad people being brought in to do battle with good people. Haven't really understood what that's about yet. It'd be nice if we got an Overdrive who was just here to do good reporting and go home and watch Netflix.
Oh, we wouldn't know about it if there was, right?
That'll be next week's stream. Oh, sorry.
It's gonna be a watch along.
Overdrive, Overdrive, what are you doing? Netflix and chill. Okay.
As for undoing what happened to your Overdrive, I imagine we're going to have to gather as many of the Overdrives in one place as we can and use another mirror shard on them.
Got 2 left. I think the other Overdrives are already doing that for us.
That would explain why they grabbed that one.
Yeah.
Either that or they're going to bring them all in one place and kill as many as they can.
Is there a movie about there only being one of something?
Several.
Yes, the Scotsman.
Right, yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, the Highlander.
Yes, yeah, that was the title. Okay.
Or
Great.
Dragonheart.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I am the last one.
Great. So we've got a bunch of Overdrives, or at least a couple, rounding up whatever other ones they can. Powered up by Una's magic. This day just keeps getting better and better. And Resident's she's gonna kind of slump into one of the sitting chairs that Sala pushed to the side and just kind of pinch the bridge of her nose. I need to get my friend back. The rest of my team is over at Freedom Hall with Daedalus. I'm sure they're coming up with something. I have to take those speedsters down a peg. There's got Una's magic, the Nether magic is fueling them. I have to figure out a way to dampen its effects. Give them a fighting chance. And then apparently I need to get the mirror shard to them. At least one of them. So we can maybe undo all of this.
Yes. Would you like me to relay the message?
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, Max is over there. I'll be right back. And you see Dr. Adam just, enters an idling animation.
I'm going to look at Tess. Is he somewhere else? Like, is he projecting through that disc?
Uh, no, he kind of lives in the internet. Is the easiest way to explain it. He uploaded his consciousness into our computer system in the nucleus, and he's able to he's able to project a holographic image of himself from our equipment.
Oh,
It's kind of our big brain that follows us around and gives us advice when we're in the field.
wanted and unwanted?
More often unwanted, but yes.
Uh,
He could be crotchety. He's trying to make a good impression with you.
why?
You hear him say, I can still hear you while I'm talking to Max.
I kind of blush, like, well, why me?
Well, maybe he's just excited to meet another Lafonti. He liked his time there when he was there. But that was almost 100 years ago.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure there's still a few of us back home that know him. We tend to live for a lot longer than 100 years.
Yeah, I think he hung out with the military commander there.
You'd have to be more specific.
Some general, weird name, started with an A.
Acosta?
Yeah, that's it.
That's my uncle.
Huh. Yeah, he told us one time that he got caught up in fighting off these big, massive gem golems that were threatening the capital city of Lafonti. He and the general worked together to protect everybody.
Yeah, well, now he's a power-mad despot who's taken over the entire world. So, there's that.
You see the little idling animation like does a spit take? What did you say?
I said my uncle has taken over Lafonti?
Unacceptable.
Yeah, you're telling me he's captured my mom and the rest of everyone I cared about. I didn't realize the barriers between our realities were that thin. I made some wards on a portal down in the Terra King's domain, because that's where they were able to crack through. Hoping it holds. They were intent on bringing a force through to claim this world as their own as well.
Tess, give her one of me. And Tess kind of looks down and looks over at you, and she says, "Are you sure, Grandpa?" "Yes, I'm sure. Whenever you go to deal with him, bring me with you. I will have words with him."
I don't know that words are going to be enough, but sure.
No, believe me, a good browbeating will knock sense into anybody.
If you know my uncle, you know that might not be entirely true.
He was stubborn. He wasn't an idiot, though, last time I knew him. And Tess will hand you a little, holo projector thing.
President will pick it up and kind of look at it and say, "Okay, yeah, I'll make sure to bring you along." And I'll slip it into one of the pockets on my dress.
Oh, it's got pockets?
Yep. Oh, and when she slips the gem or the holo projector into her pocket, her fingers will hit the Lafonti gem that's in there, and she'll feel this kind of spark from it. It kind of like that electric tingle, like when you touch a doorknob after sliding across a carpet. And she'll pull out the Lafandi gem real quick and just kind of rub it between her thumb and pointer finger, and then she'll slip it back into her pocket next to the disc.
Excellent. So yeah, Dr. Adam will fill Max in, who will fill the Freedom Hall crew in. What does everybody want to do?
Well, if we're relaying information back and forth, I would basically tell the group in Freedom Hall to figure out if they can find a concentration of the wellspring of velocity energy, because obviously that would be the greatest concentration of overdrives in the city. And I'll tell them that I'm working on trying to figure out how to dampen Una's effects on the speedsters. If they can think of anywhere I should go or anybody I should see, that would be helpful.
Excellent. Daedalus will say that there is only one source of that energy left in the city, and that is at Tracy's address. The rest of it seems to be moving westward, towards Washington State.
Okay. So what do you guys think? What should we do?
I mean, I don't know much about this magic stuff. I mean, is it better to grab the one source that's stationary, or should we try to connect with the one that's moving west?
The one that's moving west is heading to Emerald City.
If they're gathering overdrive energy, that's probably where they would be. They want all the overdrives in one place. Might also be where they're keeping their hostages. They wouldn't want to leave them alone.
Yeah, well, Dave could run across the entire country and back in no time flat, so.
Which
Well, and
that
he
begs the
lived there for a
question,
few
why is there one lingering?
Because he doesn't have any powers. So they don't
Yes,
want
but there-
him.
But there's wellspring energy there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Could we?
I mean, maybe that's something we can exploit if it's something that they've ignored.
All right.
But what could we get from him?
Is that the one where Kate, you brought the other Kate from?
Yeah. That's the one where she said they turn into pretty much robots at night.
Okay. Yeah, why don't go check that out? Maybe Mortis, if you can check and see if there's anything mystical going on, loop me in. Maybe between Sala and I here in the Nexus, we can figure something out. But I want to see about if there's any way to dampen Una's effects on those overdrives. Kind of even the ground, even the fight next time we run across them.
Yeah, I'm all for that. So.
Maybe the trance this one is going into is something we can use against the rest of them.
We'll have to know more about what's happening to them before we can make that decision, but it's a hope, right?
Yeah.
It's all we really have right now.
Okay.
So are you staying in the Nexus?
Yeah, just give me a little bit more time. I'll see if there's anything else I can figure out. And Lantern Hill sounds like a good place to look, but I don't want to go until we've figured out a little bit about what's going on with this last wellspring energy left in the city, especially if the speedsters left it here. Just either a reason they did, and I'm not sure that reason's a good one.
Well,
Besides, we're better We're better with the buddy system. I'm not going to Lantern Hill without you guys.
Probably a good idea.
Well, I'm off to revisit the Stepford estate. Who wants to come?
I'll go with you.
Or shouldn't we? I mean, everyone who's not staying in the Nexus should probably go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe both you and me could check out Lantern Hero at the same time.
Do we want to split up?
Not especially, but I'd rather cover more ground quickly if we could.
Well,
If
we can
not,
go.
then we're going to have to do just one of those things. I don't know if we'll have time for both.
Well, we can swing by one and go hit the other right afterwards.
Yeah, that's yeah. Given what's going on, maybe splitting up isn't a hard idea.
Sure, I'm just trying to be as quick as possible here.
Trust me, I would love for you guys to be as quick as possible. I'm honestly shocked that the Nexus hasn't been one of the places they've decided to try to breach. I'm figuring the magical wards are enough to keep them out, but with Una's magic running through them, I'm not sure how long that'll be.
All right, so
Let's just hurry up.
deferred Overdrive first, then Lantern Hill, then we see how quickly we can catch up to these other speedsters who are all the way across the country at this point.
All right. So off you all go to Tracy's house. Everybody reconvenes, or how are you traveling there?
I'm guessing
Uh,
those of us who fly can fly, and those of us who can't
Will be probably carried.
carried and/or on a bike.
I mean, I was going to say my bike, but I was going to ask what's everyone's fly speed, because I'm assuming it's more than...
Bike.
I think my bike is speed 7. Yeah, my bike's speed 7. I assume that's slower than everyone's fly speed.
Yeah, we can always fly a little slower to keep up.
Yeah.
No, I'll deal with the humiliation. We're on a time crunch, and I've got 2 people who were kidnapped, so...
Well, good news. Your bike is faster than my flight speed.
Yay!
Mhm.
It was also in the quiver anyways, I think. So,
So it's completely and utterly disassembled.
again, yes.
It's the one thing that was not touched by the speedsters.
Aw. But yeah, my flight is 11. Calvin.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We're gonna go.
So yeah.
Yeah, Mortis. So do you want to carry Ray?
Ray can.
I
Ray's
can run.
Oh, that's right. You're fast.
Yeah. I'm a speedster too, Kate. You know?
All right, and then she'll scoop Bowman up and fly off into the direction.
Yeah, Bowen was about to, because I'm just thinking, like, they have a history together too, Bowman and Bolt, but yeah, not much time for conversation here.
Sorry, Ray.
It's okay. I'm getting used to it.
Oh my god.
She's broke again. Update the counter.
Not broken. Anyway.
All right, off you all go. Off you pop to a nice house in the suburbs. You all arrive around the same time because of the power of comic book convenience. You do see the beautiful white picket fence. All the lights are off in the house at this point, as it's getting sort of late. Yeah, just a beautiful suburban home. You don't hear anything, see anything. A couple of lightning bugs just sort of buzzing around outside in the yard.
The hedges have now grown up over the white picket fences.
Wow.
It's becoming even more Stepford.
Is that possible?
Sure, why not?
Is there like some sort of like outside entrance to possibly like a basement or something attached to this house, or
There is a
expecting
cellar.
creepy basement?
There is a cellar that has
Okay.
has that double door that goes down to the ground around back.
I'm gonna shuffle off and do a B&E and investigate that.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Bowman.
Got it. I can do way better than that, but no, I think I'll take it. I don't know what combat's gonna happen, so.
Alright, a 22. So Bowman, you sneak off to the back. Is anybody going with Bowman, or is Bowman on his own?
Well, let's see. Will I be more trouble than will I get out there? I'll try it. Oh my lord! Apparently there were trash cans that I kicked or something. Hey Fletch! Oh, I'm sorry.
Get up!
But that's okay because Centuria wants to go to the front door anyway.
And knock.
Knock.
Awesome.
So I low-key want to see if
Hopefully
I am
that's
the
a good distraction.
Centuria that they're used to. And if so, I'm gonna ask where my kid is.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
The one that you kidnapped? Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Where's my daughter?
I want to see her. You lost her? Filing for sole custody. Yeah.
So, Bowman and Bolt sneak around back. There is a crash as Bolt sort of knocks a couple of things over on the way over back to the cellar.
Sorry.
I feel like this is probably because they were both on next gen, right?
Yes.
If I'm remembering lore correctly, I feel like this is something that's happened at least a few times before with these two specifically.
Yes, I'm certain of it.
Stop following me.
Hey,
Well,
man.
looks like your body works like it used to.
Yeah. Hey, wait, what does that mean, Fletch? Yeah.
It's hard out here. For Bolt. Centuria, you knock at the door. There's a few minutes, and you see a light pop on in the front room of the house. And Dave will come to the door dressed in his 50s pajamas. It's a orange and white striped pajama suit, button-up pajama suit.
Wow.
Is that for the creamsicle concentration camp? Like, what is that? Orange and white?
Oh no.
I thought he was a Tennessee Volunteers fan.
Not the creamsicle concentration. No.
That's my least favorite room in Willy Wonka's factory.
Oh, the question is, did Charlie put it in or did Willie put it in?
Oh.
It's definitely Willie. It's definitely Willie.
I'm just saying there were not enough seats on that boat for the kid who got sucked up the tube.
Oh.
It was planned.
He knew what he was
As
about.
planned.
He says, "Oh, hey, ma'am, how can I help you tonight? Is everything okay?"
Okay, I didn't think far enough ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna recognize me. Have you heard any disturbances around here?
You know, now that you mentioned, I did hear something in my trash cans out back, but I assumed it was a raccoon.
Trash cans. Okay, yeah. Is there anything weird going on here? Anything out of the ordinary that you've noticed in the past few days? Just in your neighborhood?
No, just me and the missus.
You and the missus. Okay.
And
Can I talk to her?
You hear Tracy's voice from inside saying, "Davey, what's going on?"
Not only does she steal your man, she steals his nickname.
And that's when Centuria went Homelander.
Oh no.
Throws
Oh,
Davy
no.
at Tracy. Anyway,
Leaves an action figure-sized hole in her head.
so what are you guys trying to do going around the back? Like, what is the plan there?
Oh,
Was it to
I
just
just
look at them?
expected creepy basement.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see
keep
what's in
trying
the
to
house.
distract them while you guys are like sneaking in the back.
Centuria, give me an insight check.
What is this up? What is going on?
While they're doing that, I'm on the side of the house trying to use expertise magic to see if I can pick up anything about the
That's a great...
magic, the temporal wellspring stuff.
Awesome. Please give me an expertise magic check. So you're not sensing anything about the wellspring, but you are getting severely powerful Una vibes. And Centuria, as Tracy comes into view, you see that she does recognize you. Just the glimmer on her face. But she says, "What seems to be the matter, ma'am? Is everything okay with you and Davy? Are we in danger?"
One of you is. I mean, what?
No. I'm sorry, I'm actually feeling very parched all of a sudden. Is there any... Can I come in and get some water?
It's the middle
She's
of the night.
staring dead at Tracy the whole time. I know, my throat is so dry. And she'll look at Dave. Can I please get some water?
Oh, of course. That's not a problem at all. It's just a glass of water, Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy, just a glass of water.
Fine. And she will let you enter the creepy Stepford house. And that's where we're going to take our quick little 5-minute break.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm about to get my ass beat by Tracy.
You mean Una?
Here it comes.
Ah!
Is Tracy the evil Overdrive of the 50s? Is it her?
So
Oh no.
we're going to get up and stretch. We're going to get some water, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, everybody.